Hey guys, Just Hockey here, back at you with another video. This video's topic regards the Vancouver Canucks and the next steps for them and their franchise in the coming months, weeks, or even days. The Vancouver Canucks took a pretty big step down this year, finishing last in the North Division with 50 points in 56 games, compared to their playoff success the year before, where they took the Golden Knights, a very good Stanley Cup contender, to Game 7 in the second round. Yes, they were missing Elias Pettersson this year for the better half of the season, and they were obliterated with COVID-19 that took away half their roster. But with those two big reasons aside, still, many thought that the Canucks could make a deep playoff run. Failing to reach those expectations, the Canucks also ended 8th last in the league. This gave them the 9th pick in the NHL draft this year, as the Kraken had to be added to the odds. Aside from the lackluster performance of the Vancouver Canucks this year, their main focus is to set their eyes now upon the busy offseason that they have ahead of them. An article from Sportsnet was published by Ian McIntyre on the Canucks' to-do list this offseason. Firstly, their franchise defenseman and forward in Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson are expected to get huge paydays, as both of them are set to hit the restricted free agency market. Many people are speculating that other GMs might be able to take advantage of the cap situation that the Canucks are in and potentially offer sheet their prized assets. But I'm going to lay it down here right now. No way that is ever going to happen. Quinn Hughes is not even eligible for an offer sheet because he has not played enough seasons, while any contract given to Pettersson by another team will probably be matched by the Canucks. Moreover, for a guy of Pettersson's value, he will probably be getting a deal between $6 million and $8 million. If another team is successfully able to sign Pettersson to an offer sheet, they would have to compensate the Canucks by giving them a first, second, and a third round pick. McIntyre says that the Canucks would probably have to give both Hughes and Elias Pettersson a bridge deal, since the Vancouver Canucks don't have much wiggle room in terms of cap space. He says that bridge deals could save Vancouver some money so that they could potentially add a few, quote, handy players to the lineup this offseason. The second thing that this article talks about is whether or not the Canucks will draft or trade their first round selection this year. Mind you, the Canucks traded last year's pick for JT Miller, so their last first-round selection was Vasily Podkolzin in 2019. Although Benning's greatest talent in being a GM is the ability to draft, he says that if he can get a reasonable deal for the 9th overall pick this year, he would trade it to boost the team's firepower immediately. There's two problems with this, though. The first problem is that if the Canucks do actually trade the pick, they will probably get an established player that has already made a name for himself in the NHL. With this also comes a potentially costly cap hit. For example, there were many rumors that the Canucks could potentially trade the 9th overall pick this year for Sam Reinhart, a forward for the Buffalo Sabres. The problem is that Sam Reinhart's salary is over $5 million, which the Canucks are just not able to spare at this point in time for one roster player, unless Benning is able to get rid of some bad contracts, in which case he would have to attach decent assets to for any other team to consider. Moreover, this trade could also turn into a Suzuki for Pacioretty kind of deal, where Pacioretty is good, but Suzuki has become a great center for the Montreal Canadiens. The Vegas Golden Knights were just impatient and wanted to contend immediately, which made them give up one of their best young prospects for an aging player in Max Pacioretty. The last one that I want to talk about in this video is about Jake Virtanen and the plan to buy him out this offseason. Jim Benning said that he has permission from the owners to commence with buyouts at the end-of-year press conference. Jake Virtanen, a 24-year-old winger for the Canucks, is a probable option for a buyout. Other than the controversy surrounding Virtanen at this time, his point production has also hit a rock wall, as he was only able to put up 5 goals and 0 assists in 38 games. Virtanen has a $2.5 million cap hit next season, which they could buy out to create space to bring in other players that produce speed and leadership, two traits that Benning said that they want to get more of this offseason. Plus, this is beneficial for the Canucks because Virtanen's value isn't going to be going up anytime soon. Anyway, that is it for this video. Talk to me in the comments down below about things you would add to an ideal offseason for the Vancouver Canucks. It will be very interesting to see how they approach this tough offseason, but you know that I will be posting all of the news on this channel. If you like this video, hit that like button and please consider subscribing, as you can always unsubscribe and it really helps me out. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.